Hey Bullet Journal Squad, it's Jo from Upsadaisy. I hope you're all doing okay. In the UK we're still in lockdown, so lots of time being spent at home. I'm going to set up a weekly spread, but it's going to have a slightly different kind of feel to it, because obviously not going to have appointments and things to do in the weekly spread. So the whole thing is going to be with a view to mindfulness and self-care and kind of looking after yourself. Because I have Upsadaisy, I still have a business to run at home, so I will still have an area for tasks within my weekly spread. But yeah, it's going to be much more self-care oriented. So settle down, grab a drink. I've got my candle lit. I don't know if you can see this, but these are one of my new fave brands. This is Lavender and Lime. It's by the people at Lily Flame. I'll tag them in. Not an ad, I paid for this. But yeah, really sweet little candles, lovely smells. So what I'm going to be using to set up this spread is going to be some of the things that are contained within a new self-care box, and that actually launches on Monday the 20th of April. It's something that I've put together as a reaction to what's going on, really, because the plans that I had for National Stationery Week, going to the stationery show, have all kind of fallen through. So doing something a little bit different for National Stationery Week, and I've put together two new boxes. One is full of things like favourite items, so it's really for beginners to bullet journaling, and the other one is this self-care box, which is I'm going to use a few elements from today. So I'm going to open up the box and you can see what we get in there. I'm just going to move the candle just because I'm aware that my tissue paper may catch on fire. So within the box you get there's a little leaflet that explains everything that you get. You get 4 pocket stencils, and these are brand new designs. So this one is a sleep icon stencil. So the idea is that you can kind of track the hours that you're asleep during the day. And I've got a little cloud and some stars, which is quite cute. One for senses, which is really important when you're kind of trying to ground yourself. Think about what you can taste, see, smell, feel and hear. So yeah, for those of you that have anxiety related issues, one of the coping mechanisms that you will often come across is all about kind of sensing the world around you. So this is a senses stencil. Also have self-care icons. So this is kind of relaxation. Heart is kind of for mindfulness. Step count, exercise, sleep and mind related things, so reading, book things, and then just a speech bubble and a thought bubble stencil, because I think it's really good to be adding in either nice comments and nice things that you've had or thoughts that you've had into your journal, just keeping a track on everything that you're feeling around you. So that's the pocket stencils. They're all brand new, so not yet released. And then we have some new super easy stencils. So this is the one that I'm going to be using today. This is a daily stencil, but with a view to self-care. So an area for tasks, and I put it into 2 lines because I was kind of thinking work and personal tasks and keeping it to a reasonable amount, not trying to overwhelm yourself with how much you're going to get done in one day. Then an area to record what's happened during the day. And then I like these little boxes. The idea was that you'd have a gratitude and maybe a reflection or something that you're going to do differently tomorrow. And then the self-care icons at the bottom, got the heart, a star, a moon, steps, water and food. So you can assign these really to any habits that you're trying to achieve during the day. I think, yeah, it's basically to kind of keep you grounded, keep you mindful. So that's the first one. The second one is this starburst stencil, and the idea is that this would be a gratitude tracker. Also could be a mood tracker. There's 32 gaps because it evenly splits into 32, so you've got enough for one for every day of the month, and then maybe a key or something to start you off, and then you can put your month in the middle of the sun. And then the last new stencil we've got is this quadrant stencil that's split into 4 with the heart in the middle. And the idea is, and I'm going to use this in my setup today, that this basically is splitting your thoughts or things that you can do into mind, body, soul and heart. So trying to manage all those different areas and not focusing too much on one area that's kind of losing the other areas. So that's the 3 new super easy stencils. You also get our classic bookmark stencil, which is so useful. Use it all the time. And then amongst all of that, you also get some stickers. So our Rainbow Day stickers, I don't know if you can see those, month stickers, and they go up to March 2021. So you've got a full year there. Rainbow Things to Do stickers, and then habit tracker, monthly habit tracker stickers. You also get a pencil, which has got, oops, oh, I'm losing the camera and it's upside down. Oh dear, I'm not winning. There it is, an Ipsy Daisy pencil. And for the first 40, you get a freebie, which is this lovely little washi tape. It's just a little cute addition as a, yeah, if you get in first. So I'm going to be using some of this stuff today. That's just a quick flick through of what's in the box. How I'm going to start it is by popping in, what should I do? Yeah, I'm going to put in my self-care bingo page. I don't know if you've seen this before. It's a printable that was designed by Snail Scribbles. There is 2 versions of it. There's this version, and then there's a version with blank squares which you can add in anything that you like. I'm going to use the filled in version, that way I don't have to think, which is quite nice. And I'm just going to put that at the beginning of the week because I'm going to really try and focus on self-care next week. It is National Stationery Week. It will be a busy week, I hope. But yeah, it's really important, especially right now, not to lose track of self-care, because I live on my own and it's really easy to get kind of yourself caught up in everything that's going on. And basically, yeah, get very stressed and you haven't got as many outlets because we're stuck indoors. So I'm just gonna trim this down so it fits in. And I thought I'd do the majority of this video real time. So if I babble at you, I apologise. You can tell me in the comments whether you'd rather me speed it up as before, but we do get some feedback that people would rather it be done slowly so that they can really see what I'm doing. So I've drawn in pencil, as you can see, just trimming it down really. Everything that I use in this setup today, whether it's from my shop or from somewhere else, I will link in the description of the video below. There we go. What you may have also noticed is that I have very brightly coloured nails. That is because normally I'm a veterinary nurse. At the moment I'm on furlough like a lot of the country. So I'm taking the opportunity whilst I'm not client facing to have bright nails. The novelty of that I'm sure will wear off very quickly. I'm already ready to go back and see all of my lovely clients I'm missing. So just using the glue roller to adhere it, and then what I'm going to do is use, I think this unicorn washi is going to be my theme through the week because it feels quite light and fun, and that's the vibe that I'm going for. Now, I've been a bit sneaky today. Quite often when I'm recording videos you will hear my dogs woofing in the background because they don't like when I'm talking to camera and not talking to them. I have bribed them with a chew and they're being very quiet, so it's working. As the chews come to an end, you may hear the woofers come back to life again. like this washi tape, it's very cheery. There she is, woken up. Okay. So that's how I'm starting my week. I'm then going to pop in just a weekly overview, and I'm going to do it with this box spread. What I'm going to use the overview for is basically going to be meal planning, seeing as there isn't a lot else going on with my week. So I'm going to grab my favourite pen, which anyone that watches the videos will know is a 0.3, oh, there we go, Staedtler pigment liner. So I always try to line my boxes up against the grid just because it makes it a bit easier. This stencil is not part of the self-care box. This is a 6-box spread super easy stencil. And again, I will link that. And what you do once you've traced those 3, you flip it. And you trace the other 3. Now I know that there are 7 days in a week. I'm going to use one of the boxes for the weekend. I don't think whoever invented the week was thinking about planner setups when they did it, because they would have done an even number. It would have made all of our lives easier. So that's the weekly spread. What I am going to use is some stickers. These ones. So hi guys. Now I may have to pause this momentarily because I think Daisy has wedged her treat underneath her bed and is now confused. So bear with 1 second. Okay, dog's happy. Back to what I was doing. So yeah, basically that's just a weekly overview, which I will complete later. It's the simplest of weekly spreads, but I don't really need to add much in. And what I am going to be doing is a daily for every day the week. I don't know if you can have a look at, this is last week's. So I've basically got a daily log of what I was doing, a little bit of a diary entry, meal plan, exercise, and I've added in gratitude as well. So this week was cactus themed. This week is basically kind of rainbows and unicorns. So that's the basis to the week setup. I'm then going to start using some of my self-care elements. So I'm going to use this Mind, Body and Soul overview page. Where do I want it to be? There. And this is my focus for the week. So, for example, in the mind section, I will add in, oh, I forgot to do my heart. Something like I'm going to do an online webinar for small businesses. I'm also planning on trying to do a nursing webinar, so lecture. Just to keep my mind engaged. In the body part of it, I am again doing Couch to 5K, so I'll include that in there. that kind of thing, just kind of keeping the focus. So I'm going to add in my soul. I'm going to take that as kind of mindfulness and that kind of thing, and heart is going to be things I enjoy, things I'm going to be doing for fun. So I've just written the word focus in there. I hope you can see that. Again, photocalligraphy, it's by thickening up the downstrokes. Some colour to that, so we'll just add a drop shadow. So I'm going to have this as kind of a to-do list for the week, which I will complete. I'm not going to do it on camera, but I will add in. So the things that I'm going to do, I'm trying to try and focus on different areas, just to really make sure that I'm keeping balanced. Super cute. So I don't know if you can see what I've done there. Let's focus in. Just a little dots just to make it pop out a little bit. Head, I am keeping it simple this week. And then I'm going to take my, I'm basically going to do Monday. I'm not going to set out the whole week because it might be that I need to overflow Monday's tasks onto the next page depending on what I'm doing. So I'm basically going to do a daily spread for every day. Let's trace this out. The idea of the super easy stencils is that basically you can just trace the entire stencil onto a page and then your page is done. You obviously don't have to trace all the elements if you don't want to. Just realised I hadn't lined my boxes up with the dots, but that doesn't matter for the top section. It does matter for my check boxes. That's the sort of thing that will drive me nuts. So yeah, you don't have to trace it all out, but you can do. The normal A5 stencils and also the pocket stencils, they're more elements that you can use to put together a spread. So the super easy stencils are really exactly what it says on the tin. They're designed to be really super straightforward. I'm just copying these icons at the bottom. What I'm going to do is add in my bunting string. This is where I don't know what day of the week it is. What is the date? Monday is the 20th, isn't it? So how I'm going to use this page is, this is going to be for my tasks, so work and personal. I'm then going to have my journaling section, and I only tend to write a few lines of the day. I'm not a massive journaler, as you can see from there. And then I'm going to have my gratitude, and also how did I move that day? So what did I do to keep active? And then my icons at the bottom. So step count, water, and healthy eating, sleep. This is going to be a self-care task. What's up, Days? You lost it again. You lost your treat, it's behind you. And this one is going to be taking the dog for a walk, because that's a really important way that I'm getting out every day. You can basically use these any way you like. You can use these boxes any way you like. So if there's something particular that you're focusing on, I don't know, sleeping better, you can write what have you done that day to achieve that task. I am going to add some drop shadows in behind that, but that's pretty much my weekly setup. So I'm going to put in my meal plan here for the whole week. My focus, my to-dos based on mind, body, soul and heart. And then my daily spreads every day to keep myself accountable and make sure that I'm not overwhelming myself as well. I think that's really important. Something that I've found while I've been at home is that because I now have all this time, I want to achieve everything and I want to do it today, and I find myself getting really disappointed when I've still got things on my to-do list, and I kind of need to remind myself that I have time tomorrow and I have time the next day, so I don't need to be working into the evening, which is something that as a small business owner you kind of get used to doing. So yeah, that's my weekly spread with a self-care twist. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I will add all of these details of all of the things into the description box at the bottom. I will be doing some more videos, and if you haven't already, make sure you hop over and follow us on Instagram or Facebook, because National Stationery Week, we're going to have tons of stuff going on. Daisy has obviously lost her treat again, so I better go and sort that out. But take care, everyone. Lots of love.